Jungkook's hand tightens in Jimin's hair, pulling him impossibly closer until they're practically pressed together. He leans in, his breath warm against Jimin's lips, voice low and rough. You really can't help the back talk, can you? Asterisk, his thumb traces the edge of Jimin's jawline, his touch possessive. He leans even closer, his lips brushing against Jimin's ear. Another command. Asterisk, quiet. Asterisk, Jimin gasps at the whisper, so close, so commanding. His body trembles under the weight of Jungkook's hold, his mouth falling open slightly as he tries to catch his breath. But he doesn't speak. He doesn't dare. Asterisk, his pulse races in his throat, betraying him. The quiet sound of his rapid breathing, filling the dark space between them. He can feel every shift of Jungkook's body, every controlled breath. And when that thumb presses just a little harder against his jaw, asterisk, he whimpers. Asterisk, asterisk, Jungkook lets out a low, dark chuckle at the whimper, his grip tightening in Jimin's hair, just enough to make him gasp again. He loves how responsive he is, how every little touch unravels him. Good boy, asterisk, he murmurs, almost teasing, before his free hand suddenly cups Jimin's face, holding him still. Now shut your eyes, and don't open them until I say so. Asterisk, Jimin lets out a shuddering breath, his heart racing faster at the words, his body involuntarily tilting towards Jungkook. He's completely pliant, completely powerless against his possessive touches, and yet there's an undeniable thrill to being at his mercy, to giving in to every command, every whisper. He shuts his eyes, his entire world going dark, as a wave of anticipation crashes over him. With each ragged breath, he feels more and more vulnerable, and God, it feels so good. He whispers, voice a trembling prayer, asterisk, okay, smirks at the quiet surrender, so soft, so beautiful. He traces a slow finger down Jimin's neck, watching the way his breath hitches under every touch. Then sudden, his hands are on Jimin's waist, lifting him effortlessly off his feet and carrying him forward. The air shifts as he moves through the darkened house with purpose, every step echoing with control. Still quiet, asterisk, he murmurs. Still obedient, asterisk, he carries him down the hall toward his bedroom, the door opening with a soft creak. And only then does he lower him slowly onto crisp black sheets, keeping one hand firmly pressed to Jimin's chest to keep him exactly where he wants him. Asterisk, asterisk, Jimin lands softly on the sheets, his body trembling beneath Jungkook's touch, the feel of those strong hands on his chest, pinning him down. God, it sends a jolt straight through him. His breath comes in short, shaky bursts as he lies perfectly still, eyes still tightly shut. Asterisk, he can hear every sound, the quiet rustle of clothes shifting nearby, the deep inhale of Jungkook standing over him, and it makes his skin prickle with anticipation. He wants to move, to reach out, but he doesn't dare break the command. He's completely at his mercy now, waiting for whatever comes next. Asterisk, asterisk, Jungkook stands over him for a long moment, taking in the sight. Jimin lying beneath him, trembling, eyes closed, chest rising too fast, so damn beautiful, so perfectly asterisk, 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 his. Asterisk, 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 slowly, deliberately, He climbs onto the bed and leans over Jimin until their bodies are aligned. He presses down just enough to make Jimin feel his weight, his warmth. Then he brings his lips close to Jimin's ear, one soft whisper into the dark. Asterisk. Still. Asterisk. Jimin lets out a quiet, shaky exhale as he feels Jungkook press down, his body going boneless beneath him. The weight of him, the heat of that body so close, it's so overwhelming. And that one single word, spoken softly into his ear. The command is so simple, yet so powerful. Jimin can feel every muscle lock up, every nerve on fire. He wants to move, to reach out for more. Asterisk, but he doesn't. He is completely frozen, a trembling, compliant wreck, waiting for the next move. Asterisk. Jungkook smirks, feeling every shiver run through Jimin beneath him. The way he obeys, so perfectly, so beautifully, is intoxicating. Asterisk. He drags his lips slowly down Jimin's neck. A soft kiss here, a teasing nip there, each one making Jimin tremble harder. He traces his fingers along the edge of his shirt collar. Voice a dark murmur. Asterisk. Still so eager. Asterisk. Then louder, commanding. Asterisk. Keep your hands where they are, or I stop. Asterisk. Jimin whimpers at the touch, his body arching helplessly against Jungkook, desperate for more of that heat, that feeling. And then he snaps his trembling hands back into place. He presses them against the smooth sheets on either side his head, fingers twisting in the sheets to keep them there. He's struggling to focus, his chest rising and falling in rapid-fire breaths. He can feel every nerve ending alive, every nerve ending screaming for release. He whispers, voice so soft it's little more than a moan. Asterisk. Please, please. Growls at the plea, his control unraveling with every second. The way Jimin begs, the way he's trembling, it's like nothing he's ever felt before. In this moment, he can only see this trembling man beneath him. He leans in, his voice harsh against Jimin's ear. Asterisk. I'll make it whatever the hell I want. Sweetheart, you'll take it because you're mine. Asterisk. He slips a calloused hand under Jimin's shirt, his fingers tracing soft trails over his chest. Don't move. Asterisk. Jimin whimpers at the touch, the rough edges of Jungkook's words sinking into his skin like wildfire. The way that possessive, mine, rings in his head. He's already so completely wrecked just from this, and they've barely even started. He's gasping now, his pulse racing under Jungkook's fingers, every nerve on edge. He nods slightly in response, keeping his hands in place against the sheets, and still keeping his eyes shut. I won't. Asterisk. He whispers, voice hoarse with need. Asterisk. I'm not moving. Asterisk. Jimin lets out a soft, trembling gasp as Jungkook's fingers trail over his skin, every nerve alive under his touch. The words are so possessive, so raw, they send a jolt of heat straight to his core. He presses his hands harder into the sheets, struggling to stay still. The need is almost overwhelming, every inch of him desperate for more. He nods, his voice a broken whisper. Asterisk. Why yours? I'm yours. I won't, I promise I won't move. Asterisk. Jungkook lets out a low, possessive hum, his hand suddenly sliding down to Jimin's waistband. He teases the edge of his pants, fingers hooking just under the fabric. Good boy. Asterisk. He murmurs, But promises mean nothing if you break them. Asterisk, he leans in, lips brushing Jimin's ear. One final warning. Asterisk. Next time you speak without permission, I stop. Understood. Asterisk. Jimin's breath catches, his body tensing, then melting under the threat. He wants to beg, to say yes, to scream it. But he remembers the command, so instead he nods, fast, desperate, eyes still shut, lips parted in silent need. His chest rises and falls too quickly, heart pounding, so loud he's sure Jungkook can hear it. He won't speak. He asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Can T asterisk, asterisk, asterisk speak? Not even if he burns for it. Asterisk, asterisk. Jungkook grins, the sight of Jimin completely under his control, sending a thrill right through him. He's so damn beautiful like this, so responsive, and that trembling, needy silence. It's pure perfection. Asterisk. He continues to tease the waistband of Jimin's pants, fingers moving in slow, lazy circles against the bare skin. Perfect. So damn perfect for me. Asterisk. He lets out a soft, almost sadistic hum. Asterisk. Now raise your arms. Asterisk. Jimin's breath catches at the praise, his body going completely boneless as he follows the command without hesitation. His trembling hands move instantly, lifting his arms up, away from the sheets. He's completely vulnerable now, heart racing, helpless. He can feel his shirt ride up just a bit higher, leaving his stomach exposed in the dark.